All right, so my name is Alex Johnson, a Towson University student, 19 years old, actually repping my high school shirt to show you guys that I'm actually 19. So basically, I joined a company called Karatbars International. Wonderful opportunity, basically getting paid to save and pay yourself first. I was blessed and humbled to be given the opportunity to run into some senior advisors, Mr. Michael Dalcoe, who's been an excellent mentor to my team, MTIG, No Ticket Investment Group, and also Team Freedom, headed by Mr. Kevin Thompson, Mr. Brian Battle. So I wanted to have a video with Mr. Dalcoe today to address some of the concerns that I'm running into, that my team is running into, and be able to move forward and have somebody with expertise in the field to explain the topic. So, Mr. Dalcoe, what I wanted to ask you, or the concern that I wanted you to address, was people who are asking, how much money have you made, even though I just got into this industry?
That's a great question, Alex. And first of all, thank you for giving me a moment to speak with you and everybody that will ever watch this video. I really hope it'll help you understand this amazing business model, this amazing new career path that some people might embark upon is truly life-changing. So how do you answer the question of people that say, how much money have you made? It's about 3 parts to this answer, Alex. So let me just try to pack it all in so that I'm not on this video too long. Number one, there's this thing that the attorneys generals around the world call enticement. Now, I don't really know why they call it that. I'm personally opposed to that whole concept of enticement. But the long and short of it is, if you tell people about your income, it is actually a compliance violation. You're not supposed to talk about your income in a home-based networking style business. Now, I'm opposed to that because I like telling people, you know, if you've been in the business a while and it's successful, like I would love to tell people how much money I make right now.
Right.
It would help me build my business because people do need to believe, but it is a compliance violation. So when I'm out sponsoring people and sharing the information, I don't go, hey guys, I made X amount of dollars this month. Do you want to see how I made it? That's called enticement, and it's actually frowned upon by the attorneys generals. The reason why I don't agree with it being frowned upon, you're in college, you know, whatever you decided to become as a major, don't you get a chance to see what the salary range is for that profession?
Google it every day.
There you go. So they don't have any problem with people taking the traditional path towards career, but let them tap into the free enterprise system where they can really earn literally unlimited income, but you can't tell them that. You can't show them your check. You can't do any of that stuff. So that's the first answer. Second answer is, on its face, it's kind of an uneducated question. And here's what I mean. For example, you basically answered it when you said, I just got started, right? It is antithetical to a traditional business model. In a traditional business, they say, we're going to pay you $70,000 a year. You punch in at 8 o'clock, you clock out at 5. So you know what you're going to make. The beauty of that is it seems stable. The lack of clarity on that is, you ever notice when people get a job, they don't start putting pictures of their dream home and dream car on the mirror? They don't do that. They just feel comfortable that they're going to be able to pay their bills. So a traditional job doesn't even make you dream. It doesn't even give you any lofty aspirations. You literally just say, okay, great, I got a job. Where with a networking business, it truly is designed to create millionaires. That's the whole purpose of it, but it doesn't work like a job. You clock in at a job, you start getting paid, you clock out, you stop getting paid. In our amazing business model, you sign up. In our business, you sign up for free, and then you go and share the information, and you build what the wealthy people do. They build networks, right? In a job, you don't build a network. It's just you against the world. In our business, you go and build a network, an army of people who have the same opportunity as you do. You ever notice that on a job, you can never be the CEO? I mean, unless you're the owner's son, You'll never be the CEO. You'll only go so far. Your income and your career trajectory is capped. And you have to go to school, pay for student loans, and get a degree to go get your income capped. Whereas in our business, you can be anybody with any background, with no specified education, sign up and work your way to the top of the company like you're gonna do.
Yes, sir.
With no student loans, no specialized education, and no ceiling on your income except how hard you're willing to work. So number two, if they put that little preconceived notion of how much money have you made, if they put that aside, that mindset aside, they can run and make money with you, right? Many people don't understand that, but some people do. Now, let me give you a brief testimony. I had that same question. My family literally said to me, when you make some money, come back and talk to us, and then we'll get in.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what, Alex?
Exactly.
Guess what?
What?
I retired from my job in 103 days. I have not worked in 3 years. I've got cars in the driveway, pay for my mortgage. I do everything from my networking business, and they're still not in.
Where's your office at?
Oh, right here. I'm sitting in it, right by my baby grand piano, right here at my desk. Every day I wake up and I take the long commute downstairs right here. All right. So I actually began building wealth and having maximum success without most of my friends and without almost any of my family. The same people that said, how much money have you made? When I started, of course I hadn't made any because I hadn't built a team. But when I started making the money, a lot of those same people will ask me for money, but still won't learn what I do. So don't be deceived. The people that say, how much money have you made? They're probably not going to get in. And then here's my third and final answer.
Okay.
Now, knowing what I know, if I had known then what I know now, this is what my answer would be. When they say, how much money have you made? I will go, I'll tell you what, I'll call you back once I make some money. I wouldn't even want them. I wouldn't want them. Mm-hmm. Now, that's a little hard. That's a little rough edges for me, but going through what I've gone through to build a legacy business for my family that's a willable part of my estate, and knowing the journey was really built with people that I don't know. I built a strong business of tens of thousands of people, mostly with people I don't know. And the people I love and care about the most, who I really wanted to take this journey with me, they didn't do it. I don't know why they say, how much money have you made? Or let me know when you make some money. Because it's not really from the heart. They're afraid. Okay. And I understand the thought, but they're really afraid. They're skeptical, and they want to see that it's almost like you drink the Kool-Aid first. And if you don't die, then I'll drink it. Right. So I understand the thought, but really, if you're watching this video and something's tugging at your heart, you need to look deeper into what we're doing, because that's not a logical question once you understand our business model.
Okay. Hey, that summarized the best I've ever heard it, because it's like you touch on every different facet. And it's crazy to think people just take a risk on a free account. That's all you have to do. Taking a risk on a free account with less information than a Facebook page.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy, but like you said, the opportunity isn't going to hit everybody. It's going to pass on to the next ready person. So I appreciate your time, Mr. Dalcoe. This has been a truly inspirational message. I want to keep it brief to make sure that we keep everybody's attention.
I want to bring up one more thing that you said.
Of course.
You're 19. Because you're 19, especially because you're 19. I'm 53, Alex. All right? Mm-hmm. And you're 19. And we're on the same path. Now, that might wake you up about 3 in the morning. You're going to get really excited about your life, Alex Johnson, because you found out something at 19 that I found out at 49. Mm-hmm. You see how far ahead of the game you are? And this is something I was telling my wife tonight at dinner about you. I was really bragging on you. I said, the reason why most young people can't make money is because at their early age, they're like a poodle puppy. You know, my daughter has a poodle, and her name is Chloe. And every little noise she hears, you know, they're everywhere. Young people are everywhere. Right. So much energy and so much excitement and intrigue. You want to know everything. And it's hard to focus in one area until you have success. And Alex, I don't know how you did it, but you're focused already at 19. That's the first thing.
Yes, sir.
And the second thing is, with this business model, it is an alternative career path. And at your ages, anybody that's watching this under age 30, you are in what we call in financial arena, in the financial sector, your accumulation phase. All right. Most people during their accumulation years, they're out playing, they're running, they're having a ball, going on spring breaks, buying tennis shoes, going to basketball games and concerts. They're living it up. When really, that's when you have the most energy, and you should be using those years between 16 to 32, 35, using those years when you got the most energy, the most brightness, the most sharp, clear mind. Use those years to accumulate a lot of wealth. Then when you're 35 and you start getting tired and your joints hurt, you don't want a boss. You don't want anybody telling you what to do. When you're sleepy, trust me, at 53, when I'm sleeping, man, I'll take a nap, right? You want to be able to take a nap. You want to be able to sit on a porch and read a book. Just open a book and just read. If you want to read 3 hours and nod off while you're reading. In your older years, you want to have accumulated so much wealth until you can live your older years out in peace and tranquility. Nobody telling you what to do. You don't have to get up with an alarm clock. But see what we do the opposite. We play during our accumulation years and accumulate nothing. And then when we get 35 and 40, we realize when we start slowing down and our joints hurt and we can't run the streets, we realize, oh my God, I haven't accumulated anything. And then we rush around trying to accumulate while we have less energy. Yes, right, sir. Alex? You can jump out of your chair, run outside, jump in the truck, drive out, jump up on a stoop and laugh. I can't do any of that. Man, I was at my church and they got an indoor basketball court and the ball was laying on the court. And my mind said, grab that ball, dribble between your legs and go up and do a finger roll. And I dribbled between my legs and I went up to and I pulled a muscle in my foot. Bro, my brain, don't you laugh at me, man. My brain was still 20, but my body was every bit of 53. When I jumped, I probably jumped this high and then figured out, Alex, that I had to land. Yeah. When I landed, I was like, I will not do that again until I get back in shape. Everything about me says I'm older, right? So I didn't accumulate during my accumulation phase. And now that I'm older, I got to catch up. So a networking business is the best way to collapse time and catch up for all that time you wasted. For you guys, it's the total opposite. You can run hard during the years when you can run the fastest. And then when you get my age, man, it's smooth sailing. So
you brought up an interesting point because people are willing to do the 40-year plan rather than maybe a 5 to 10-year plan. The 40-year plan is going to school for 4 years, paying for all these student debts, putting in all these hours to get a piece of paper to work at a job that you probably don't want to work at, to wake up at hours you don't want to wake up at, to work with people that you don't want to work with. And then you do that for 40 years to live on 40% income. That's already not enough. But when we're telling the opportunity to be your own boss, and potentially if you work hard enough in the next 5 to 10 years, you can retire and live the rest of your life and have it to yourself. And it's starting with a free account. That's absolutely crazy.
Well, I know this is going to be on your YouTube page. I'm going to put it on mine as well. So I'm going to give you an endorsement. I will tell everybody that's out there, this young man is the most enterprising, sharp, and focused 19-year-old I've ever met. And I have children. And I will tell you, get back in touch with him through the YouTube channel, social media, and ask him what it is that he does. He will share it with you because you're looking at a legend in this industry in the making. So, Mr. Johnson, thank you for a chance to speak with you.
Thank you, Mr. Dalcoe.